Hi, this is a exchange student questionnaire with one of the local exchange students. They're being sent home shortly, cutting their whole program short. So we are trying to savor some memories and also allow future exchange students to be able to watch this and get some advice. So please introduce yourself with your name, where you're from, and what languages do you speak?
I'm Corinna and I'm 16 years old. I'm from Germany and I speak German, English, French, Spanish, and Lao.
And how old were you when you started your exchange year?
15. I turned 16 on March 21st and I celebrated my birthday here and it was pretty fun.
What made you decide to be an exchange student? Did you always know you wanted to study abroad?
Actually, no. It was pretty spontaneous. My friends always wanted to do it and always talked about it, so I thought it would be cool to do it too.
And how did you pick which company you came here with?
We had some family friends who picked the same program and organization, and she had good experience with it, so we picked it too.
And what were you most excited about before you left your country?
I was most excited about the school, uh, doing sport, and my host family.
What were you most nervous about?
My school and my host family, and speaking the language.
All right. What was your first thought when you found out you had been selected and were being placed in Michigan?
I was happy. Yeah, Michigan is a good, exciting state. It's very different from my city and my country.
All right. Well, what high school did you go to while you were here?
I went to Homer High School.
What was most different about that school compared to your own?
They have more opportunities to do sports and clubs, and that's kind of cool.
What class was your favorite while you were there?
Art,
Art class?
yeah.
Ooh. What is a phrase or word that you learned while you were here?
My favorite word is hoochie booty butthole, cause my host sister always said it to us, and yeah.
Okay. And how old was your host sister?
I have two host sisters, actually three, but one is 3 and one is 4, and yeah,
And which one said booty hoochie butthole?
the 3 years old. She's her name is Madeline.
Okay. Moving on. In terms of food, what was your favorite food here?
Mac and cheese.
What do you think is the worst thing you tasted while being in America?
Hmm, that's a good question. I think I like everything. Yeah,
There's been nothing here you have tried that you don't like?
no.
Okay. What food will you miss the most when you return that you like can't get at home?
The Velveeta mac and cheese
Velveeta mac.
and the candies.
The candies. Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you play any sports while you were here?
yeah. I did softball.
And how did you think that like the practices and the coaching was different here compared to your home country?
Um, I think it's pretty much the same, but my team was more like uh, close than sport clubs in Germany
Okay. Do you have school sports in Germany, or you do it outside of school?
outside of school.
Outside of school. What do you think you will miss most about the sports experience?
Um, just having it every day and just after school and seeing my friends there.
That's true. All right. What town were you placed in when you came here?
Quincy.
And who was your host family?
My host family was Katie Chapman and Gregory Robert Chapman.
You're saying that because you know he hates it, right?
Yeah.
um, Describe how you felt about your host family before you met them.
They were nice. Yeah. And the kids were very open and nice to me too.
What do you think you will miss most about your host family?
Just pretty much everything, seeing them every day and the kids. Because I have all the siblings and yeah,
Is it going to be quiet in your house at home?
yeah.
Is it loud in your host family's house?
Yeah.
All right. Um, when you talk about an exchange year, they often talk about like unforgettable moments. So I'm going to ask a few questions in regards to that. Did you go on any weekend or day trips with your family? And if so, where or what did you see that you hadn't seen before here?
uh, oh. We went to the sea life and was so different. Like that. I went to aquarium water park. Yeah, we did it too. So the aquarium in Germany is very different from the sea life that I saw here. It was big and they had like a mall. Like the aquarium was in the mall and I liked it too. And for New Year's we went to a water park.
Was that similar to home, the water park?
Yeah.
Yeah. What would you say is the difference between like the malls in your country and the malls here?
The malls are big, like very big, and yeah,
Here, they're
yeah,
very big here. A lot more stores.
yeah.
Okay.
Comparing to my city, like if you were in Berlin, it's more bigger, but
Uh, did you have a most embarrassing moment here?
mm, it's kind of embarrassing. So I went with my host mom and my host sister getting cash in AT&T, and she was parking, and I like went to get it, and she had a black car, and there was one car who drove in front of her, and I didn't know it was like not her, so I opened the door, the wrong door, and the wrong cars, and I think they were pretty mad, but yeah, that's kind of embarrassing.
What would you say uh, made you like the most nervous when you were here? Did you ever find one time where you were like really nervous to try something or do something or no?
Actually, no.
Were you ever scared here?
Mm-mm.
No. What would you say is your favorite fast food restaurant?
Mm, probably Arby's, Applebee's, and Taco Bell.
Mm. Is there anything that you wish you could have done here that you didn't get to do?
Yep, prom and graduation.
To our future students, what is one thing you would say to bring with you when you come?
Just be open and try everything. Um, live in the moment, and don't regret things.
What is a piece of advice you would give them about your host family?
Um, just try to talk to them and don't be shy. Spend as much time. Yeah, that was not English.
Does your host mom have a pet peeve that the future students should know about?
Pet peeve
Something that drives them crazy
about us.
in general.
Mm, I don't actually know.
None?
No.
Okay. What would you say is the best local music station?
Best local music station?
Like if they were coming here, what channel would you tell them to listen to on the radio?
I don't like the channel here. I always
You're
connect
saying
to.
play your own music?
Yeah, we always connect to our phone.
Okay. What were current events in the country that changed your uh, experience here?
Mm, can you
Like what is going on in like the news right now that changed your experience?
the coronavirus? Yeah,
And how has it changed your experience?
made me realize that you made me realize that you how do I say it? Like live the life now, because I always thought like I can do it later and just live the life now.
That's a good advice. Were there any expenses here that you were not expecting, like the cost of your phone, the cost of sports or prom, or other expenses that you thought were not anything you had thought about before coming?
The cost of my sport, because I spent too much money for it, because I didn't bring any sport sport bras and sports
Practice clothes.
practice clothes. So yeah,
That's true.
so be prepared.
What American items like food or bathroom products or anything, certain candies, etc., that you would like think future students should try while they were here?
My favorite candy is Sour Patches, and I think everyone will like it. So yeah, and the brand body. Wait, where did I get this?
Body Works,
Body Works.
Bath and Body Works.
Body Works. It's good.
If you had to sum up your experience in a few sentences, what would you say?
What?
If you had to sum up your experience in just a few sentences, what would you say to other people?
Have fun. Have fun and don't waste your time doing stupid stuff. Just follow the rules and yeah.
Do you have any last words you would like to say to future students, your host family, or anybody else?
I'm very thankful for my host family and my friends here that made my exchange here great. Even though I only was 3 months here. So yeah.
All right. Thank you, Corinna.
Thank you.